Welcome to another episode of Americans Try Singapore Food. In this episode, I am making Hakka Pancake rolls. Welcome, Singapore!
Good job, Singapore. You really got me.
I am a self-proclaimed world-renowned chef.
It's fantastic. The best cook in the whole world.
And so this is actually a pretty simple recipe, just a few ingredients to mix up here into this bowl. I've got 2 beaten eggs right here. I got some chopped shallots. I've got shrimp paste, which is replacing the dried shrimp, so it's going to be a little bit of a substitution there. I've got tapioca flour or tapioca starch and a little bit of water. And so first thing I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to mix up the tapioca and the water here. So let's just pour this in and a little bit of water. Get it all. Pour the water in. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. This tapioca flour is really fine. It's almost like a cornstarch. It's super fine. And so, but it's dissolving pretty nicely inside the water. Never done anything with this before, but it feels kind of thin. Hopefully I put enough in. The recipe that I'm using called for 170 grams of tapioca flour and 250 milliliters of water. So I had to do some conversions for the tapioca flour, and the conversion I came up with was about 1.5 cups. All right, got that. And then I'm going to mix the egg in there. Oh wow, that really feels like it thickened it up a lot. Okay, we don't need this bowl anymore. Just mix it up, and there we go. Okay, now we got to fry up the shallots. Got to fry up a little bit of this shrimp paste, mix it together here, and then we're going to make some pancakes. So we'll come back and show you a little bit of frying. Okay, now I'm going to fry up the shallots, and I need to save the oil that I'm frying it in for the rest of the recipe. So I'm going to fry up these shallots, and then I'm going to drain the oil into a measuring cup here. I've started doing a lot more cooking with shallots, and they smell really nice. They smell really good. They're like a, I don't know, they're kind of like an onion, but cooking up the shallots. I wasn't sure how much oil to use. Recipe didn't say, so I put 4 tablespoons because I need to have 2 tablespoons left over. Alright, these shallots are starting to brown up a little bit, so I think we're good. Alright, now. Got my measuring cup here. Strain that oil. Oh, there we go. Reserve that shallot oil for a later use, and get my shallots. Got my oil reserved for the rest of the recipe. We'll be back. All right, we're back, and now I'm just going to fry up a little bit of the shrimp paste. Now I'm not sure how much to use, so I'm just guessing. Again, this is a substitute for the dried shrimp, which I didn't have, and so I looked it up, and I saw that you could use shrimp paste to replace dried shrimp. Obviously, it's much more concentrated, so I chose a tablespoon. I'm going to use a tablespoon, and I'm just going to heat it up real fast, just to kind of fry it a little bit, because that's what you were supposed to do to the to the dried shrimp, so I'm just going to fry it up a little bit, see how it goes. So here we go. Ooh, that's poppy. Ow! Maybe I should turn this down a little bit. Just getting it hot, giving it a little fry. See how this turns out. Supposed to cook the dried shrimp is supposed to be cooked until it was fragrant. So when I start to smell shrimpy goodness, which I'm kind of starting to smell now, I think I'll be good. I just wanted to get it warmed up, get the flavors kind of out. All right, there we go. It's almost time. I'm gonna mix all this stuff together, and then I'm gonna start on my Hakka pancake rolls. All right, here we go. I got the wok all heated up, and I'm ready to pour my batter in. This is the sensitive part here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off. We're going to see, though. Okay. Give this a little mix before I go for it. And we're going to go with a ladle full of this batter. Okay, turn this down a little bit. Okay, kind of bubbly. Pop some of those bubbles there. But you're supposed to wait for the edges to get kind of brown, and then you roll it. You roll it up. It looks like it's happening very, very quickly here. So I'm going to just start rolling it already. Ooh, look at that. Rolled it right up. Okay, and you're supposed to do that. And then you're supposed to push it to the side and let it just crisp up. So I'm going to move it to the side here. I'm going to get some of that oil. It's trapped. Let's move it to the side there and let it crisp up a little bit. Let it cook. I'm going to need a plate to serve this in. Cooked up really fast, actually. I wasn't expecting that. The egg, it's kind of eggy, but you can tell that there's a texture to it. I'll flip it over. Oh yeah, nice and crispy on that side. I think this is going to be pretty good. Okay, I'm going to plate this one up, and then I'm going to cook some more, and then we're going to taste them. We're going to see if they're any good. Coming up. All right, here we are, about to taste the Hakka pancake rolls. And this is a...
Sorry,
you think it sounds funny?
The name is really funny. It's
Actually, the recipe that I got is from mysingapore.com, and I believe this is somebody's personal recipe, and they named it. So,
what does Hakka mean?
I don't know what Hakka means, but we'll find out. What does Hakka mean?
Sounds like you're going to say like Hakka lugging.
That's what your mom said, so you guys think alike. But here we go. So this is egg, tapioca flour, some shallots, some shrimp paste, and we're about to try it. So you guys ready?
No.
Let's take a taste. It's kind of spongy, kind of eggy.
Almost like a crepe type.
Yeah, it kind of does look like a
I'm
crepe.
scared to eat this.
It smells good to me.
It's really greasy.
It's not hot.
Oh.
Kind of spongy. It doesn't taste bad at all.
It doesn't have a lot of flavor.
There's not a lot of flavor there. I thought the tapioca flour would make it very like flavor. I thought there was going to be kind of a sweet.
It is not spongy to me.
You don't think
Chewy.
Well, it's a little bit,
It's chewy.
but there's a little bit of a crisp. It's kind of.
I-
I'm putting a
I-
little bit of pepper
I
sauce
can,
on
I
it.
can taste the Hakka in there.
Oh, you got a little bit of Hakka? All right. Here's another taste. I put a little bit of chili paste on it.
I think it needs like, I don't know what.
It's very, very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Very heavy. Very thick.
It is. It's
It's weird.
weird texture. I
Yeah.
think the texture's weird.
Yeah.
It is not what I was expecting. I thought that it would be more.
Pancakey?
No, I thought it'd be more eggy. But it's really got a chewy, kind of slimy, almost
Yeah.
kind of rubbery texture on the inside.
Rubbery. That's the word.
Well, one's crispier than the other, so I'm gonna try this one.
Try the crispier one. So this is the first one I cooked right here, and that's the last one I cooked. They got crispier as
Oh,
time
it's
went
kind of
on.
hot.
Okay, well you noticed that's the last one I cooked. Now, I did have a little bit of a variation here in this recipe. I used shrimp paste instead of dried shrimp. I think the dried shrimp might have given it a little bit of a different texture. Because the dried shrimp, I've never had dried shrimp before, but it kind of looks like dehydrated onions a little bit. Like it has that kind of texture to it.
Ew.
But,
It's not bad. It's just, it's very weird. Very weird taste. Not taste. The taste is, I don't taste.
I can't even like
the
stop
taste is kind of
like-
bland.
It is. It doesn't have much.
That's
of a
why,
taste,
I mean, with the
but
chili paste that I'm putting on it, it really is a lot more flavorful.
I don't
um,
like chili paste.
Can
Yeah.
you see me playing with my food?
Yes, don't play with your food, Amber.
Well, it's weird. And like,
I know, I can guarantee that
Like what?
texture people who have a problem with like texture in their food would
yeah,
probably have a problem with this, big time.
it's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. It doesn't have a lot.
It
of flavor.
kind of like a crepe a little bit, but more
More
gummy,
more,
almost
yeah,
like gum,
more rubbery, more.
like gum that dissolves but not sweet.
So some things that I didn't put in this recipe that I could have put in were some peppers. Could have chopped up peppers and put them in. Scallion onions was another thing. You know, I imagine that you could probably just put just about anything in something like this, just like an omelet.
Just spice it up a little bit, maybe a little bit of spinach or something,
Maybe.
a little bit of cheese or something. Nah, cheese might make it more gummy.
I don't know about cheese. I don't know if I'd want cheese in this, but something crunchy, like a carrot or some kind of vegetable, a crispy vegetable,
I don't know.
I don't like
something
it.
to break up the texture. But okay,
The taste is okay, but the texture not so good.
so Amber, you don't like it at all.
No, not at all.
You don't like the texture. You don't like the flavor.
No.
Jessica, what about you?
I don't know. The texture is kind of putting me off. I'm not a fan of the texture. The taste is there's not really much there. It's not bad, but it's not good. I don't know. I think if you mixed it up with something, I think this could be good, sweet or savory. But I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm kind of like
Sideways. I think, especially with the chili paste, it definitely tastes okay. The texture is really weird.
No, I don't like it.
The texture is hard to handle. Like I can't even feel like I can chew it completely. I'm just swallowing it after taking a couple bites, and nothing's happening.
My mouth feels weird.
I think there's a lot that can be done here. I think there's a lot of improvement that can be made on this recipe. At least the way that I made it. I think something could be put inside. Maybe something could be added to the batter. Something can be done here, but I'm gonna have to say that I want to come back to this.
Okay, you do that. Don't count me in.
Okay, you will not be part of the tasting.
Okay. God.
I do have to mention the Hakka part though, because it makes me, in America we say Hakka loogie, which it's like spit, it's phlegm that you spit out. It's really gross.
It's lovely.
And I'm sorry, but
It's like slimy, like
it's got the same
gross.
texture as phlegm. It's kind of gross.
Well,
nice.
I don't know if I'm compared to them phlegm, but it's definitely got an acquired texture. So, all right, well, you tell me, did I make this right? Is there something I could have done differently to make it not so chewy? Did I put too much tapioca flour in? I don't know. What did I do wrong? Or is that just how it is? And you like it, and some people don't. But right, put your comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and give me your recommendations for other recipes. I'm searching every day for new recipes to make, but I want to know, what do you want us to make? What do you want to know how Americans will react to Singapore food? So put that down in the comments below. Anything else you guys have to say about this recipe?
It was gross, but I have to go into the door now.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.